There was a little bit of controversy with the last video I did titled Watchtower Secretly Using Spiritistic Music. Some people in the comments felt that the song itself was not demonic or spiritistic and was wondering why I called it that. And then some people also felt that the Watchtower did nothing wrong. So I wanted to kind of just break down why I called the song demonic and spiritistic. And I also wanted to prove that Watchtower did do something wrong, that they deliberately lied and deliberately are misleading the organization. And I also found some occultic type of secret society symbolism that I didn't catch the first time around. So there's 4 points that I want to break down to clear this situation up. Now, the first point is, why are we calling the song demonic? So I just want to clarify that I don't think the song is demonic. I don't think the song is spiritistic. But I was addressing that video because this is what Jehovah's Witnesses teach. They teach that anything New Age, mystical, anything that talks about higher consciousness, meditation, magic, anything mystical, New Age, they teach that it is demonic and spiritistic. So I addressed the video speaking to Jehovah's Witnesses, which is why I call the song demonic. So I just wanted to show how Jehovah's Witnesses actually teach this. If you go to the Watchtower online library, type in New Age music, and many different articles will come up, but pretty much anyone you click on is going to make it very clear what they considered demonic and spiritistic. So this article, what is the New Age movement? So notice what I have highlighted. It does make a reference that they're including music with this. It says they believe in some of the concepts embraced by the New Age movement or enjoy some of the so-called New Age art or music. Right? So they're incorporating New Age music along with the whole New Age movement. Now, this is just an example of the type of garbage that the organization writes, and Jehovah's Witnesses take this as scripture. They take it as coming directly from Jehovah God. But notice what's highlighted. It says Margaret Elder, a New Age guru. So notice they're calling this woman a guru, right? Not just a New Age person. They're claiming this is a New Age guru. Explains that many of the women who join women's New Age movements do it for reasons that are very personal. They hate their bodies, they hate themselves. Now, anyone that's ever talked to anyone that's in the New Age knows that this is just Watchtower garbage. I've not met anyone or even seen anyone online as part of the New Age community that joins it because they hate their bodies and hate themselves. This is the type of stuff that Watchtower just makes up. But if you notice the bottom where it says sanitize occultism, so that's what they're referring to New Age as, sanitize occultism. And then you can also see where I have highlighted, they're now making connection to witchcraft. There were 10,000 active witches in that country. An article, it's just a bunch of garbage, and basically they're connecting New Age with witchcraft, demonism, spiritism, all the things that they're saying are connected with Satan. But it isn't just the whole New Age type of stuff, because they even try to say that yoga is demonic. So if you go to the Watchtower online library and search yoga, Notice the type of garbage that also comes up under yoga. So I'm going to look at that first article, Yoga, Is It For You? And notice at the bottom, and this just shows you how kind of dogmatic and arrogant the organization is. At the bottom where I have highlighted, it says, the entire thinking behind yoga is deeply rooted in non-Christian religion and Eastern gods. So they're making the claim that the entire thinking behind yoga is deeply rooted in non-Christian religion. So basically, if you're a Christian or you can't do yoga. That if you're doing yoga, all you're thinking about is Eastern gods, which obviously that's not true. But this is how Jehovah's Witnesses operate. So their members will take this as doctrine, as when Moses came down with the 10 Commandments from Mount Sinai. That's what they'll take this as, is this is coming from God. So they don't even want their members being involved in yoga. But it gets worse though. Notice what I found here where it's highlighted. Would you want to encounter with supernatural spirit forces that seek to control you? Can you believe we're talking about yoga? They're trying to connect even yoga to demonism and spiritism. Would you want an encounter with supernatural spirit forces that seek to control you? So this is what they teach. New Age, yoga, mysticism, anything like that. Magic. It's all considered demonic and spiritistic. And most Jehovah's Witnesses know that if a person is studying to become a Jehovah's Witness, one of the first things they have to do when they want to become a Jehovah's Witness is they have to throw away any music, any movies, anything that's connected with anything occult, anything magic, anything New Age. This is a known fact within the Jehovah's Witness religion. So the question is that why would they use a demonic spiritistic track by their definition on their resurrection video and pass it off as their own? So I just want to clarify that I'm not saying that this is a demonic group, but I'm addressing it to those Jehovah's Witnesses who believe that if they believe the New Age is demonic, then why are they using what they say is a demonic track from their own definition and put it on a resurrection video? But what I do think is demonic is the Watchtower organization themselves. Why else would they construct this Denmark Assembly Hall as the satanic all-seeing eye? I don't see Audio Machine doing this. So no, I don't think Audio Machine is demonic or spiritistic. I think the Watchtower is, which is why they have this building. So now the next point that I want to move on to is that Watchtower is deliberately lying, pretending they created the song in question. Now, I know some people in the comment section, they felt that Watchtower didn't do nothing wrong. It was just, they just used a little sample of the song, big deal, so what? But I'm going to prove to you on their own website that Watchtower deliberately is lying and pretending that they created that song in question. And I'm going to prove it right on their own website. So what you want to do is go to jw.org and go to the library section and go to videos. And then scroll down and we're going to look for music. Now at the top are the original songs. At the bottom are the songs for their meetings. Now the songs for meetings are very special. But let's start with the original songs. Now, what I want to show is that Jehovah's Witnesses believe that all their music, acting, screenwriting, everything involved with their video production is all in-house. And proof of this is that if you watch any Jehovah's Witness movie or video, there are no credits like a normal movie. No credits at all. No credits on their videos. The only credit, it will say Watchtower Bible Tract Society. And that's because it's all in-house. So when Jehovah's Witnesses watch their material, they're told and they're believing that it's all in-house because of the credits. Now I'm going to show a couple examples of what I mean by this. So we're just going to go right to the end of this video. So notice it says Watchtower Bible and Tract Society of Pennsylvania. That's it. Now it does give a little bit of credit, just simply saying some media provided by stockadobe.com. So it's just saying that, whatever program they're using, that maybe some of the program's stock footage they use, which of course they have the right to use the stock footage that's there to be used. But notice that they do make a point to show some form of credit, letting you know that some media provided in that video is part of the stock footage of adobe.com. But the majority of it you can see is a Watchtower production. Now we're going to take a look at another one because I want to prove this point in an undisputed way. So let's just pick another one to watch. Two Small Coins. And notice the credits here are slightly different, just a tad bit. On this one, same thing, Watchtower Bible Tract Society of Pennsylvania. But this one where it says some media provided, it has a name, something Moonrise. So there's a little bit more to this one. But same idea, right? They're letting you know that some of the media that you just watched are part of the stock Adobe footage. So now we're going to go to their songs for meetings. Now these are their most prized possession. These are what they call their worship songs. Every Jehovah's Witness meeting, they sing these songs 3 times every single meeting, specifically for their meetings. So let's click on this one and see what the credits are. So this one is special because as you see, no credit, nothing else but the Watchtower. No stock footage, nothing else. So it's very clear you can see in some of those other ones we've seen, they are willing to say that maybe parts of it are not from them. But this one is clearly sending the message that it's 100% their creation. Everything about it. Nothing but produced by the Watchtower Bible Tract Society of New York on this one. So this is the point that I'm making. You can clearly see what they're giving credit to. So now what I want to do is let's go to the 2016 convention. where we were the last video I did. So you can just go to the search bar and just put 2016 convention. Or you know what, let's just put it to make it easier, 2016 convention, remain loyal to Jehovah. Yeah, 2016, remain loyal to Jehovah convention. And there it is under programs and events. So this second one, Hope for What We Do Not See. This is a Jehovah's Witness movie. So let's take a look at one of their movies to see what the credits to their movies say. Okay, so we're all the way at the end. And let's see what the credits say.
For when a man sees a thing, does he hope for it? But if we hope for what we do not see, we keep eagerly waiting for it with endurance.
Well, jw.org. Okay, so pretty much the same thing as the other ones, produced by Watchtower Bible Tract Society of New York. Then it also says stock media provided by Digital Stranger. So this time it's telling you it is provided, not that it may be provided. And some footage provided by Shutterstock. So, or Shutterstock. So we see there's some credits here letting you know some of what you've seen, maybe not 100% in-house. So now, if we go to the video that we discussed in my last video, the resurrection video, what we should find is it should say music provided by Audio Machine or music provided by some other source. So let's see what the credits say on the video that they used the demonic track, not by my definition of being demonic, but by the Watchtower's definition of being demonic. And let's go right to the end. Well, look at that. They are taking 100% credit. Notice some of the other videos did give credit to certain things, but on this one, they are taking 100% credit. The fact that they don't have anything else listed there, the Jehovah's Witnesses are being deliberately misled to believe that what they just watched in this convention video was 100% produced by them, especially the music, because after all, it is a music video, right? There's no words, it's a music video. So they are deliberately when they give credits in certain other videos, on this video that clearly where the whole track is someone else's track, clearly this is an opportunity where they should put music by Audio Machine, but they're deliberately not doing it. Now the question is why? Are they afraid if they put Audio Machine that the congregation is going to look it up and see it's demonic and spiritistic by their definition? That's probably why they don't want them knowing the name of the artist. So I want to emphasize this point by going back to the first couple of videos we've seen, because I want to make it very clear on when they add certain credits and when they don't, and what are the reasons that on certain videos they don't add any credits and on certain videos they do. So let's go back to the library section and videos, then down to music. Now remember what I said earlier about these ones. These are their meetings. These are the songs they sing at their meetings. They're their most prized possession. These are special. So on these special ones that are the ones they use for their meeting, let's just take a look again at the credits. Well, doesn't that look exactly like the Audio Machine video? Nothing but their name. And all Jehovah's Witness knows that the songs that they sing for the meetings, those are 100% their creation. Those are their most special songs. They all know that no one else is writing those songs or the music, right? So why does this video have the same exact credit to the Watchtower as the Audio Machine video, where when we know they're using someone else's music? This is clearly showing when they're taking 100% credit and when they're not. And on this video, they're taking 100% credit like the Audio Machine video. So now let's go back to one of these other videos, the ones they call the original songs. And we can go to the same video again. It's all the same. And you see again, just to emphasize the point, some media provided by stockadobe.com. So you see, they know how to give credit when they're using someone else's stuff. They know how to do it. This is the system they're already using. So witnesses are left to assume that if it says nothing but Watchtower, then obviously it's because the whole thing is Watchtower production. So let's go back to the convention video. And you see this one, they are saying it is 100% their creation. So you see, this is a deliberate misleading, and they're lying. They are lying by purposely saying that everything you just seen in this video is their production, produced by Watchtower, period. And we know that the whole entire music video is from Audio Machine. And we know that this is a lie because we just seen how they do give credit when they want to give credit, but when they want to cover something up, they're not going to tell you the truth about it. So this is very deliberate. Nobody can argue that point. So the next thing which is connected to this whole point is the Ramapo project. Now, for those of you that don't know, they're building this huge audio video production studio, like they're upsizing, right? They're just making their facility bigger. They're making a whole facility just for the purpose of them producing their own videos and music. So they are asking for free labor and donations to build a new audiovisual center based on them creating everything in-house. You see, I put that at the bottom, based on them creating everything in-house, is because that's what the Jehovah's Witnesses believe. They believe that they need this huge production studio because they're just making so many videos that they need more space, and everything is in-house. So they're willing to donate money and donate their time building it because they believe that the whole thing is in-house. So you can go to jw.org and type in Ramapo. And that's Ramapo. And I believe Ramapo is the name of the town. That's why they call it the Ramapo Project. And scroll down right about here where it says Life and Ministry Meeting Workbook. Can you contribute your time and energy? Now you see the picture of this guy right here? How happy he is to work for free. Hard work, hard labor, build this giant building. But that's what they're asking for. Free labor and donations. So there's a little video attached to this that explains this huge center that they're asking the congregation for money and free labor for. So let's watch this video, or just part of it. And it's titled, "A New Construction Project is Being Planned." And that right there is the model of how big this building is going to be. That's it right there. As you see, it's huge. And this whole building is going to be used so that they can continue to produce all their own music videos and movies. That's what they claim that they're doing.
Jehovah's organization has made use of videos over the years, over the decades, but from 2014 forward, we have seen a dramatic increase in the use of videos, and that has really impacted how we teach and how we reach hearts. Because of the demand for more videos, more space was needed, so we purchased the Mount Ebo property, and there we have been making many of our large video productions. Well, the response from the brothers and sisters in the field has been outstanding. It's been amazing. It's actually been very encouraging for the teaching committee and the governing body to see how the brothers and sisters appreciate the videos, the music, and the recordings that are produced.
Did you hear what he said? How much the brothers appreciate the music, the videos, and the recordings that are being produced. They're claiming that it's all in-house production. Now let me just rewind that and have you hear from him again.
It's helping them to really understand It's been amazing. It's actually been very encouraging for the teaching committee and the governing body to see how the brothers and sisters appreciate the videos, the music, and the recordings that are.
I think we should hear it one more time.
appreciate the videos, the music.
So notice as he's talking about the music, right, being produced by them, they're showing a violin. Now this is significant because as they're talking about producing the music, they're showing a Jehovah's Witness with the violin, obviously giving us the impression that, yeah, it's in-house. He's creating music, right? It's all in-house production. That's why they're showing the violin, right? They're not showing the violin because they're buying New Age music from Audio Machine. No, they're showing us the violin because they want us to believe that they're producing all their own music and making it from scratch. Now, this violin is significant because someone in the comment section had made a good observation that during that 2016 Resurrection video, they were actually playing the violin as they were playing the Audio Machine, really misleading people, making the witnesses think that they are the ones actually creating the music. So let's take a look at that. Now, I'm not going to have you suffer and have to watch this whole video, right? I don't want to cause you any pain and suffering. So if you go back to the Resurrection video and you fast forward 2 minutes and 47 seconds. 2 minutes and 47 seconds, you're going to see how they're having the witnesses play the violin while the Audio Machine is playing in the background, giving further lies and manipulation, making us think that they're the ones playing and creating this music. So just go to 2 minutes and 47 seconds and it'll be right at the violin scene. Well, you can see clearly, and I think that person that made that observation in the comments, that, yeah, they're deliberately sending the message that they're the ones making this music, right? Along with the credits only being credited to them. This is their music. That's why he's playing the violin along with the song. So I want to show a side-by-side comparison because a lot of what Watchtower does is a lot of subliminal messages. So they sometimes are very careful what they say because they always want to gaslight people when they get caught. But notice these subliminal messages. So the one on the left is from the Ramapo video, where that Jehovah's Witness is saying how, you know, the brothers and sisters are excited when they see all the music production and everything they're making while they're showing the violin as they're talking about them producing their own music. Then in the middle, we have the Resurrection 2016 video, and you can see, again, he's playing the violin while the music's playing, purposely manipulating the congregation to think that they're the ones playing that song. But on the right, we see where the music is actually coming from. Demonic, spiritistic. Not by my definition, but by their definition. And you can look it up. Go to the Watchtower library, look up New Age, look up yoga. Right? So you can see that they are lying. They're lying and they're manipulating. And look at the contrast between this New Age, spiritistic album cover versus what they're pretending, right? They're pretending, oh, they're just, you know, so loving people, and you're using homemade instruments, not homemade instruments, but you know what I mean, like real instruments. You know, they're not like a computer, right? The witnesses are so good that they make all their music from scratch, right, with actual instruments. But that's where the music is coming from. Now, this last point is very important that I want to bring out. And this is some secret symbolism, occultic symbolism, that the Watchtower is sending to its members. They used a song called Eternal Flame over a resurrection video. Now, why is that so important? What is wrong with that? Well, here's the album cover, right? We know it's New Age, we know it's Spiritistic, and it's demonic by their definition. And the song in question is called Eternal Flame. Well, what is the word eternal flame usually associated with? Right? Usually has to do with the idea of someone living eternally without any stop. Like when somebody dies and their soul goes on, right, to a higher place or something like that. You know, their soul never dies. Well, those who are Jehovah's Witnesses know that they are really against this teaching of any sort of eternal life or eternal flame, because they're very specific on telling you the dead are conscious of nothing. They don't want you to think there's anything but Jehovah resurrecting you. Like when you're dead, you don't know nothing, you're back to dust, and it's only if Jehovah resurrects you. So they're against any type of eternal soul, anything like that. But I don't want to speak for the Watchtower. So what does the Watchtower themselves say about the word eternal flame? So let's go back to the Watchtower online library and just type in eternal flame, right? Let's hear it out of the horse's mouth himself. So type in eternal flame in their Watchtower library and just see how they associate this word. Well, this is very strange because only 4 results. Normally when you go on a Watchtower library to type something in, you get like 100 results. 4 results is very, very little, right? For something like eternal flame, right? So if I'm trying to figure out what eternal flame is from the Watchtower or how they perceive that word, it seems like they're associating that with hellfire. So I'm going to click on this third article, Is Hell a Place of Torment? Eternal Flame. And you can see that, again, only 4 articles came up, and they're talking about eternal flame as hellfire. Now, Jehovah's Witnesses teach that hellfire is not real. They don't believe in hellfire, which is probably why this eternal flame is in this article, because they're discrediting it, saying that basically when you're dead, you're conscious of nothing. You don't go to any other place. You're just dead unless Jehovah resurrects you. So they're associating eternal flame with hellfire. So the question that I ask is, why would they, who they supposedly don't believe in hellfire, they don't believe in like eternal life, like, you know, you die but your soul lives on, they don't believe in any of that. So why would they deliberately take a song called Eternal Flame and overlay it on the resurrection video, the complete opposite of what they believe in? So, and I also want to give credit to, because I got this too from one of the comments, someone in the comment section had basically made that point that I had missed, that the name of the song being Eternal Flame is very offensive, should be for a Jehovah's Witness. So why would they do that? Is that a coincidence? Is it possible that, like, just by chance over a resurrection video, they decided to get a hold of Audio Machine and they needed that song and they could have made their own song? So when you understand things like the occult and secret societies and things like that, Satanists, well, they have a thing where they have to give you clues. And I don't want to give a long lesson about this because I don't want this video to be like more of a conspiracy video. But what they basically believe, these Satanists, is that the world is full of good and evil equal, like the yin and yang, right? Like there's always going to be good, there's always going to be evil. But we have free will. So evil cannot just completely overtake. They believe that they can only get away with evil if they tell us what they're doing, right? And one way they tell us what they're doing is putting clues out there. And the way they understand the law of karma is that if they put clues out there and we see the clues but we ignore them, then it's bad karma for us, right? Now they have the right to get away with evil because it's kind of like they're saying, hey, stupid, right? I put the clues in front of your face and you still didn't do anything. So that's what they believe. They believe if they put these clues out there and we ignore them, then we consent. And therefore, they don't have to worry about bad karma. They can keep doing evil because, hey, we consented, right? We knew what they were doing and we turned a blind eye to it. That's what they believe. I'm not saying that that's true, but that's what these Satanists like to believe. So when they put a song from a group that's considered New Age that they tell its members this is demonic, this is spiritistic, and they take that song, deliberately lie on their website and say that, oh, the whole production was by them on the credits, go out of their way to lie about it to kind of keep it hidden. But then the name of the song just happens to be Eternal Flame, the exact opposite of their belief of the resurrection. And they put a song called Eternal Flame on the resurrection video. So now I'm just kind of just speculating and just throwing ideas out there, but is this sending like a subliminal secret message to their members, like basically saying, hey, we do believe in hellfire, and maybe you're going to go to hellfire for turning a blind eye to what we're showing you, right? I mean, I don't know. I'm just like throwing stuff out there. Personally, I don't believe in hellfire anyway, but are they sending some sort of message, like a subliminal message to the witnesses on a resurrection video? Like, are they basically saying eternal life is real, right? And maybe hellfire is real too? I don't know what they're saying, but this kind of stuff does not happen by coincidence. They're not going to just take a song called Eternal Flame and overlay it on a resurrection video. These type of things are not coincidence. That is just as much not a coincidence as their Denmark assembly hall that's shaped like the all-seeing eye. And this is another example of how Satanists operate. Why did they construct this building like this? Why would they rat themselves out? Like, why would they even risk this? Well, that's because they have to. That's why. So when they put something out like this and their assembly hall is shaped like the all-seeing eye, witnesses that justify this and make excuses for it, well, in a sense, it's like they're selling their soul to the devil, because it's like they're showing you, hey, this is who we really serve, right? So those witnesses that want to just like ignore it, I don't know, right? It's on them. But this is why they do things. And I discussed this before, but just because we're on this subject, I want to just show how this is impossible that this is done by accident. And Jehovah's Witnesses did construct this building. They didn't buy it used. They built this assembly hall from scratch. They built it, right? So there's no excuse for it. But you can see at the top, if you see my mouse, those individual lines where the grass is cut. Now, in an all-seeing eye and pyramid, you can find this right on the back of a US dollar bill. Those individual lines. But it gets better than that, right? Below these individual lines on the assembly hall, then you see like this big grass line, like an eyebrow, right? So you got those little lines at the top, then you got like this eyebrow. The same thing here, right? You see that thick line right there? Thick line right there. It's impossible. So the question is, if you're a Jehovah's Witness, you have to ask yourself, why did they build this building to look like that? Right? Why did they do that? And why would they put a song called Eternal Flame on their resurrection video by an artist that's considered New Age, which they told you is demonic?